Hello everybody. So in this video I'm going to try to go into some of these cars that I found on this lot based on my other videos. You guys saw this lot. I jumped into that hoist thing, that yellow hustler, and I was attacked by bees. And several of them landed on me and I didn't feel too comfortable being acquainted with them, so I jumped out. But I gave you kind of guys a little introduction, and hopefully this video I will be allowed to kind of do a full or maybe a couple videos some of these cars. And the day I'm filming, we just got through like 4 or 5 days of non-stop rain, so some of this is going to be very, very sloppy for me to walk on. But I am, for a change, wearing some shoes that are not sandals and with socks. So all right, and if I find anything super interesting, I will be happy to jump in. So all of these cars, I can only guess, are here for salvage duty. Either that or for them to ship it overseas. And then I know that cars overseas, oh God, okay, I got another freaking bee. You see, I feel like Nicolas Cage, you know, not the bees. So anyway, what I was saying is I can only imagine that these cars are here for either salvage or for like them to actually ship overseas and then either used for parts or for some other use, because I don't see any of these cars being taken care of, like, you know, they're going to be restored, and then there's way too many of them to kind of, you know, be realistic to fix. So all right, I'm not going down there, but look at this. This is what, a Toyota. So this is what, a Camry. And yeah, you can kind of see how abandoned and how destroyed all these cars are. A lot of them have like an auction and salvage stickers on them. And then these trucks are here. I'm guessing that these trucks are either here for just overnight parking or just for, you know, to be transporters for these vehicles, obviously, especially with these things. So wow. All right, so let's look at some of these. Yeah, so you can kind of see, like, they're all insurance write-offs. I'm guessing. Like, look at this. Oh. Now, several of you mentioned how I should be careful with, you know, coming into places that are not waiting for me and are not welcoming me. And yeah, if there was ever a lot that kind of gave me the creeps and thoughts of somebody's like looking at me through that camera. Let's see, there was a camera in there somewhere. I remember seeing it before. Yeah, I think right there. Yeah, like this is the place. So I scoped it out. I don't see or hear anyone. That doesn't mean that somebody's not aiming at me with a rifle from a window, but at the same time, I'm an optimist, so I want to kind of imagine that I'm as safe as I can possibly be walking around an abandoned lot on a Sunday with a bunch of broken up cars. And you know what I noticed? Most of them are Japanese cars. Like, just, you know, we got Toyotas, we got Lexuses, we got more Toyotas. Seems to be, like, there's a Suzuki out there. I think it's called Suzuki Axiom right there. And then there's a bike. And then there's a Lexus. So I don't know if it's coincidence or it's intentional. Now, the problem is with some of them, I don't want to walk through this. So I'm going to try and maybe get into like one of them that are not buried in mud. Oh, wow. Look at this. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, what's up with all the freaking insects? I mean, I'm filming this. It's middle of September. So the weather is still nice enough, I guess, for insects to be out and about, but they're like everywhere. And, you know, the stripy, stinging kind. Well, look, there's this Lexus out here that's not totally buried in mud, and then there's some of these beauties right here, but as you can see, they're all Japanese. So What's up with that? I don't know. All right, so what do we have here? Lexus LS 430 from Kentucky. All right, so what do we have here? Is it unlocked? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. You know, the smell of rich leather still hits you. Look at this. So it's got an airbag deployed here, an airbag deployed there, also there, nowhere else. Look how nice this leather is. Wow. This leather is amazing. It's still nice. You see, it's got a wheel lock in a nice little, I'm guessing Lexus branded, look, a pouch. And then look, it still has the Lexus keychain. Oh, that's amazing. I haven't been inside one of these things in a long time. And even though this one is pretty destroyed, look, it's got all the books. Look at this. It's an 05 Lexus LS. Here's the salesperson. Mark Emel. He probably made a sweet commission off of selling this thing. Look, genuine leather. So somebody still kept this. I'm guessing this was hanging off of one of the seats when this thing was new. Oh, the wood is nice. Look, rear seats. All right, I hope I don't get stung here. Oh, it's got a nice beer bottle, but wow. It is so nice back here. Seriously, it's like if you only could sit, look, rear heated seats. If you could only sit in this car in the back and not know what's happening and I can't see it, you would never know that this car is a total disaster. Wow, the leather is so nice and supple. So, see, Japanese can make nice Lincoln Town Car alternative. Look how nice and shiny this is. You know, unlike some of these Corollas, of course, that, you know, you're not going to impress anyone with that. Okay. I mean, look at this Axiom. Don't really know a lot about it, but it looks like there's a sticker that says it was abandoned at 6:59 a.m. on whatever that street is. Well, it does look like somebody lived in it. Look at all this shit, crap. I don't know if I can say the S word, although I know I did it a couple times. Look at this. All right, is that somebody's underwear? Okay, not gonna happen. Not happening, not today. Look at the two-tone steering wheel, nice. It looks like the cable from the hood release was ripped out. Found a penny. I wonder if it's a lucky one or not. Yeah, I only knew one person the whole time that ever owned an Axiom. And this wasn't recent, so Axiom, that's a rarity. This can only like go to a museum at this point. Oh yeah, by the way, I never showed you what those Lexus looks like on the front. So, but man, it is so nice. It is so well kept inside. Everything that was kind of left abandoned, that was after the accident. Before that, this car lived a very pampered life. Let me go back here. This is a sticker. So it's a Kentucky Farm Bureau, date of loss in March of this year. Yeah, it was just basically a collision, so type of loss, collision. That's pretty much all of these. So I think what they do is they just buy them up and they probably export them or send them somewhere to make money. I mean, that's probably how they make a living. Now, whether or not this dealership or whatever it is has anything to do with this place, I obviously don't know. And then it does look like there are some new cars. See? There's Teslas and stuff on there, on that one. And these don't look destroyed, so I can only imagine that this is kind of like a hybrid lot where you have abandoned crap, you have just parking for truck drivers, and then you have whatever they do with the salvage operation and this bicycle. All right, let me see what else I could find of interest. Okay, so before I sign out for the day, I'm gonna check inside this Lexus ES350, which according to this is 93,000 miles. It's in a relatively accessible place. It is obviously unlocked. Look, see, they were waiting for me, and they see it's a 2012 Lexus ES350 silver. It's got the key with the Lexus. It was left in neutral because I'm guessing they try to roll it. And yeah, look, just like that other one I was looking at, like that one. Let's see, there you go. Yeah, it's in a great shape inside. You got a nice wood steering wheel with 3 pieces of wood right here, and this is an 05, so it's actually older by 1 year than my car, my Lincoln. Yeah, look, got all the books, got a nice little wood strip. So I really feel like at some point Japanese cars, that is, you know, could compete with some of the American stuff. I know they weren't 100% compatible, but as far as like capturing the leather in the wood, the style, although I think, you know, this is, they kind of put extra. All right, so see, somebody's coming, but they were going to the car wash because I was getting ready to bolt. And if I get attacked by insects again, I will definitely bolt. Yeah, like you see, like they try to introduce a little style here. Like you can see like some asymmetry here, which you can argue is weird, but why couldn't they extend the wood all the way? But, you know, they tried. They tried to do that. You know, heated and cold seats. You have a little cubby here. Gauges are, you can argue, are pretty elegant. Let's see, any juice? No, of course not. But, you know, some of their Toyota roots are still here. You got this cruise control I keep making fun of. The little Japanese cubby hole, that seems to be a tradition. Traction. You know, it's elegant. I'm not going to lie. You have some more leather right here. I'm not sure if it's real, but who knows. You know, it's an attempt. These seats are super nice and comfortable. You know, got a cigarette. Got a pack of cigarettes, of course. I'm thinking that some of these truck drivers are probably just dumping that stuff in here because it's not their car. You know, you have sunroofs, right? So all the material is nice. Like even like this material here in the headliner, it's nice and fuzzy. You know, you have this folding handles. So the seat is super comfortable too. So it's a shame. I think if this thing wasn't in a wreck, this thing would be a nice car. I never owned a Lexus. Obviously, this Lexus is far from desirable at this point in its life. Yeah, look at that. All smashed in, all abandoned. But yeah, like with 93,000 miles, if it wasn't in a wreck, I think it could still be on the road for a long time with some, you know, with its pretty strong V6. I think these were 3.5. Yeah, so anyway, look. I will wrap this up, and I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to come back here. Maybe, you know, in the next few months, maybe when the weather gets a little colder, so that some of the stuff dries out or hopefully maybe freezes, because walking around this place is, I'm going to have to wash my shoes after this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this again. Maybe at some point they'll have less cars here, so I can actually get into some of those in the middle. Because right now it's not only I have the mud to go with and the insects that are flying around, but also sharp objects, which I'm not looking forward of cutting myself on stuff like this, trying to climb in through a very, very narrow opening. And how these truck drivers are operating, I have no idea, but God bless them for it. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do this again. This place does intrigue me. I'm still alive. There was nobody here, which is a surprising thing, because last time I tried filming in here, there was. Yeah, and the good thing is I'm still alive, and they did not release the hounds on me, or nobody took a shot, so nobody chased me, I guess. Alright guys, if you like this stuff, please let me know. Please hit that subscribe button. Please keep me going. I am super excited for what I've started, not even knowing where it's going to take me. And this is the time where I am still driving this Corolla. There's a whole story behind that if you'd like to check it out. Well, extreme zoom. Yeah, and life is good, and I'll see you next time.